Hi. What are you reading? Sometimes I ask clients or students that, just other writers, like, what are you reading? And sometimes the answer is nothing. I don't read much. What? It's mostly new writers say that. I'm like, no, no, no. It's such a wonderful way to, first of all, just throw yourself into the presence of other really, really good writers. Read good writing. Okay. Just throw yourself into it, and it's a way to kind of learn by osmosis. Just when you surround yourself with good writing, it just kind of creeps in somehow. It's amazing. And also, then if you read something that you really, really like a lot, that touches you, that moves you, then what I like to do is to go back and see how it did that. What about, how did this writer make this piece touch me that way? What did she do with the characters? I'm really drawn to this character. How did she do that? How did he have that plot twist and I didn't see it coming? So you can learn your craft. You can learn a lot about your craft by reading also. And the other thing, here's what I've been reading. You see this, the Pushcart Prizes. I never know if it's going to be backwards. The Pushcart Prizes this year's, it's a thick book, which scares some folks, but it's short pieces. It's fiction, nonfiction, it's essay and creative nonfiction, and poetry. And because I write both fiction and memoir, but I tend to read the fiction first. So yesterday I finished the fiction. I've had the book for a couple months, and I dove into it because I was having a horrible writing day. I'm speaking to you on a Sunday. I'm recording this, and Saturdays are my heavy duty writing day for a project that I'm working on. I write every day, but not this project. I try to devote Saturdays to. Wow, it was a bad writing day, and I was like despairing. But fortunately, I know my process well enough to know that would pass eventually, and I needed to do something else. So I had to go back to the pushcart prizes. And I got to tell you, I read about the last six of the short stories, and I read a few poems, and actually I read a few very short. There was some flash nonfiction, which is a wonderful new form. I love it. And I just felt better being in the presence of these magnificent writers. This is a fabulous collection. It's the best, they call it the best of the small presses. And so it tends to be, quote, literary. I'm not really sure what literary means. To me, it means just good writing. I just, deeper, not just surface, well-developed characters, pieces that make you think a little bit. Um, Ursula Le Guin was a science fiction writer. She hated to be called that. She considers herself a literary writer, and a lot of people did also, because there's overlap. If it's good writing, it's good writing. It doesn't matter what genre you're writing in. So anyway, you may choose to read other things, but this is a fabulous collection that I recommend highly, because there's a lot of different viewpoints and a lot of different voices. And it just immersing myself in that yesterday, and then leaving and I have horses. I went to feed my horses, and I came home and I wrote a little flash piece that I actually really like. I finished it today. um, and so it lifted my spirits. It was amazing. Lifted my spirits. I know some folks, when they read, they say, well, I could never write that, I could never. And it brings you down rather than elevating you. And I've written some good things. There's no way these people, this is just exceptional writing. And that makes me feel good. Not, doesn't diminish me. It makes me feel, whew, look what there is out there. This is fabulous. It was kind of like it's nourishment, it's food. And so I just want to remind you, I know sometimes I don't read all the time. We sometimes fall away from our reading. We sometimes fall away from our writing. So just a reminder to surround yourself with good, well-developed, rich, deep writing. And before I go, I don't forget this. If you write fiction, read fiction to study it but read nonfiction too. And if you write nonfiction or memoir, read that, but read fiction too. And everybody should be reading poetry, because of the language and the different way of looking at the world and the compression. And so we can be nourished by all kinds of writing. So just a reminder, surround yourself with beauty. beautiful writing, and nourish your writer self. Okay. I'm Pam Sorellis of Winged Horse Writing Studio. Somebody asked me why I say that so clearly, Winged Horse, because the captions on Facebook aren't working for me lately. So I want to make sure you can you see what it is. It's Winged Horse Writing Studio.com. You can visit me there. I'm a writing coach and I teach fiction and memoir. And I also am a developmental editor. I help writers find their voices and develop their stories, fiction and nonfiction, so that to make them beautiful and compelling and powerful. And I can suggest reading to you as well, what might help you specifically. So I hope all is well and that you're writing and that you're reading, and I'll talk to you again soon.